power rankings. If you're a sports fan, you'll understand what I mean about power rankings. But no, we're actually doing the movie rankings for the Thor films. There's a ton of Thor movies, so this video is going to be super duper long. Kidding. There's only 3 Thor films. It's going to be pretty quick.
Jason and it's pretty obvious.
And yeah, Jason and I have the same picks. So we're going to keep the list condensed to one list as opposed to having the same list of 2. So let's start off at the bottom barrel with number 3, Thor: The Dark World. We actually just did review this film, but just really quickly. This film is, I'd say, on the bottom of the entire MCU. But that being said, again, it's got good production value. It's got good quality for a film. But I think, like I said, the biggest problem with that film is the villain, the progression of the villain, and some of the humor in the film just doesn't go a long way with that film.
Yeah, they feel like they tried a little too hard with the humor. This movie does have some really good moments, especially moments between Thor and Loki, and I don't know. It's not a terrible movie. I will say probably it's at the bottom of the MCU, but MCU makes good movies, so I mean it's not a huge diss. But yeah, I mean it's okay. It's not great, but it does have some good moments that I do like.
I agree with that, and also we get the start of Infinity Stones of talk in that movie, of course, with the ether. So yeah. I did like that as well. Now getting to our number 2 pick, we got the 2011 Kenneth Branagh directed film known as Thor, as I like to call it, Dutch Angle's King. Hey, rewatch Thor. There's so many Dutch angle shots in that film. But getting to Thor really quick, I thought this movie I thought it's a very good origin film. I really love the progression of Thor, where he goes from when he's immortal to where he becomes, a worthy king who doesn't want to, pillage out war all the time, but, rather he becomes a hero. And I just felt that this film did a great job of nailing that character and getting you invested.
Yeah, I liked it, and it's the first time we obviously get to meet Loki, one of my favorite characters in the whole Marvel universe. So, and I really like seeing the beginnings of Loki and Thor's relationship. And yeah, you get to see Thor go from here to there. You also get to see Loki you get to see his ascension into like true evilness and just kind of how that all plays out. But it's a pretty solid movie. I'd probably put it, still probably near the bottom of the MCU. But I mean, I like it. It's pretty good.
Jason, this is madness. Is it?
Is it?
Is it?
Is it? Tell me!
Dude, he had some... Dude, Tom Hiddleston's I'm sorry.
He's the best character.
I've said this in many videos. I'm going to keep saying this on many more comic book videos. I've got a Mount Rushmore of comic book characters and actors who portray those roles. Number 1, or no particular order, but one of those is J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson. Another is Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Another is Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark, Iron Man. And Tom Hiddleston as Loki. He just... personifies Loki in especially in the comics, but he's even better than the version from the comics and even the animated series. He just is so engulfed in this role, and you are so invested in such a misguided character that it's just incredible. And I love every second he's on the screen as Loki in any film.
And I like this movie more, I think, after watching Avengers, where Loki was the main villain. And so when I go back and I watch Thor, I'm like, oh, I love him even more. So
yeah. No, they did a great job of setting the character up and progressing him all the way to Avengers, from Thor to Thor: The Dark World to Thor Ragnarok to Avengers: Infinity War. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Now getting to the obvious pick for number 1 is Thor Ragnarok. Now, we've done a bunch of reviews on this. You'll be able to check them out on the description. We did a spoiler talk, a non-spoiler. So if you want our in-depth thoughts, definitely check those out. This film is incredible. It's got, I know a lot of people say it's got too much humor, but I agree with you. I think the humor was just very well balanced out. What I loved about the humor in this film, it just really, as I mentioned in some of the other videos, it really just lightened the dark undertones that are going throughout the film, because in reality, this is an action-adventure film with a lot of dramatic and compelling moments. On the flip side, it's also got a lot of humoristic moments, and I just thought the balance was really there, and the dialogue is so freaking good. The action is good. The scope of the film, the cinematography, I mean, there's just really not a lot of gripes that I have with this film.
And I mean, this movie is truly funny. It's not like a funny comic book movie. It's just an actual funny movie. And there's so many jokes where if you're invested in the Marvel universe, then there's a lot of callbacks, and they make a lot of jokes that kind of reference other things. So I love that.
Hey, big guy, sun's getting real low. Sun's getting real low.
That's definitely probably one of my favorite ones. But it just rewards you for being invested in the series. Yeah. So I love the way it did that. Great action, just all around fun movie. It's like what a comic book movie should be. So I like this one a lot.
I have been falling for 30 minutes!
Almost fell off my seat from laughing so much. So.
Yeah, no, there's...
Definitely one of my favorite
I love
in the
that
whole
movie.
Marvel universe. So we may have to update our rankings, you know, maybe after a few more movies, but this will probably be ending up somewhere near the top.
I think, when we do our updated MCU rankings, I'm thinking
Maybe
after
after the second Avengers.
not Avengers Infinity War, but the one that comes out in May 20 of 19. Avengers, it's just titled Avengers 4 right now, but we'll see what the subtitle is going to be. But I think after that, that's going to be a long ass video doing all the rankings again. But we're willing to do it for you guys. All right. But let us know in the comment section. We want to know what your Thor rankings are. Did you like Thor: The Dark World the best? Why would you like that one the best? But if so, it's all subjective. We respect your opinion, but we want to know again. What's your rankings for the Thor film? For the Thor franchise? Let us know in the comment section.
All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Let us know what you thought about it in the comment section, and if you like these videos, you can hit the subscribe button.
See you guys next time.